Okay, guys, RR expert here. We're gonna go short uh, in a moment. We're just gonna wait till the 4-hour candle opens, and we're gonna try to do a one-on-one trade. And we could be very unlucky now because the price already going down. So I was worried it might already do this.
You got a crystal ball.
Wait. And no. Maybe if it's gonna go to these levels down there, in that area, we might gonna go long. We can do a small long scalp and a short scalp, but let's wait what the 4-hour candle is gonna do. Yeah. So uh, just let's wait. Let's wait.
Actually moving down now, I think.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I, I, I want if I want to go long, I want the price to be to go down a bit more. But this is the thing with trading. You see, you have a sense of where it might want to go up or down, but I'm always focusing on risk, so I'm not just gonna go long because I'm seeing a candle spike up. So I'm not doing that. I want to follow my rules. So let's see if it's gonna come to that level.
It looks like it got the strength to push lower.
So normally, so when I trade the 4-hour opening, I don't want the price to do this. Yeah. Because often what the price does, it goes down or up and then it spikes the other way around. And I have many of these videos, but it's not doing that. You can see it's kind of consolidating. So that's why I'm not very confident of going long here.
With my logic, people are gathering capital before expansion, no? Now it might just push a little bit lower again. And the way I learned, the way I trade, like I believe right now, people are gathering the capital around the open and it will spike up or down. It's only a matter of the time.
Yeah. Again, I think everyone should look for their own things. I tried not to overcomplicate things. I try to look at levels. So for example, yeah. So if I might see a spike here, I would go long, but it has to be a good spike. I mean for a long. And I'm not saying it's gonna go all the way to the moon. I'm not saying that. I always try to aim for a one-on-one trade in these very high probability environments.
Yeah, it's a good point. Why 1-to-1? Because a lot of people might ask, why 1-to-1 when I can make like 1-to-2 and win more and make money? Like with 1-to-1, I need like 60% win rate. It's a very good point on the errors. I'm not focused on error when I trade, for example. With my example, like I'm not focused on errors. I'm just focused fully on my risk.
Exactly. This is what mentorship is about. Everyone has their own yeah. I mean, everyone positions themselves differently. So one might focus on risk management, one might focus on one-to-one RR, and you have to develop this. So don't copy what others are doing. So, for example, here, this is the level where I want the price to go. Uh, I want to see it spike, and then I would go long. But in some of my students, they would just go long here, and then they would put the um, uh, stop loss under the last candle. But it should be a 15-second candle, not the 5-second candle. Yeah? So let's wait. Let's wait. And if it doesn't spike, I'm not entering. So these are all rules. And this is the thing. You remember when I said I want to go short, but I waited till the 4-hour candle opened, but the price already went short. And I'm not going to FOMO and enter. But the idea was good. But I'm applying rules now. So I'm not saying, oh, the price is going down, so let's just go short here. But I might look for a small scalp for a long, because price is not just going to keep going down and down and down and down. It's going to come somewhere and might reject and then go down. And so that's what we're waiting for now. Let's see if the price does want to spike up here.
We get different styles of trading, which I understand. I understand your logic behind that. I'm not neglecting anything. Don't get me wrong. But with my beliefs, like it's like it can do anything it wants. You know, I'm not saying like because you mentioned like price can go lower, which I understand, but it can do whatever it wants. With my experience, you know,
I think
even if
the point I'm making is I'm not pushing any buttons. That's
yeah,
the point I'm making. I'm not saying that there is logic to what I'm saying. I believe I have logic, but my logic is in the rules that I'm following.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
until now
Yeah.
I haven't pushed any buttons because I'm not seeing the things that I want to see. But I did want to go short here. When I started the video, I said I want to look for the short here, and then the price already went short. And I'm not gonna go and say, well, maybe I should just enter. These are the things that I'm explaining to the audience. Obviously, people should trade how they want, but I'm showing you live here. I'm taking you with me, in my thought process. Again, I'm not still not doing anything. The price just keeps going down, and I'm just gonna wait. Look, for example, now you see a spike. Yeah, is that the 50 second? So I would enter it. So now you would be too late because you have to focus, and then you would have a tight stop loss below the last what's the orange candle, yeah, there. And then you would just try to aim for 1 and 1, and you're risking the amount, sorry, you're aiming for the amount that you're risking, and you're not doing more or less, and that's it. And if it's going to be a loss, you then try to do one more, but it has to spike first, and that's the only thing you do.
Yeah, simple, repeatable stuff.
Yeah, and not delving into, oh, it's a loss and I'm gonna cry about it. So you're not doing that. But this is the
Think
thing.
about it.
Yeah, sorry,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Yeah, think about it. It's like you build the expectancy,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, the expectancy of like, yeah, I believe like this push might make price to push higher. With my experience, which I learned, it can push higher, which I understand. But the full risk management, which I accept, this is the commitment straight towards the stop loss. I think this is another one spike.
yeah. No, but you should not enter because you're too late. So
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
the the second time when it comes in that same area where I went long the first time, you have to enter again there, because on the second try you're gonna have even smaller stop loss because you can see the price it came all the way down here, and then you could easily get a 1 on 1 because now your stop loss is very tight.
yeah. Like the first order was here, 1 to 1, and with the stop loss, if I would re-enter, let's say just around here,
Exactly.
you'd have like order like here to aim for 1.
So it's very doable, but maybe you want to let it run. You see, this is why I'm saying, I mentioned this many times on my channel, the 2 times. So if this would be a loss again, then you just stop. There's no need for you to enter a third or fourth time, because then you're just gonna, obviously gonna lose more, but you're also gonna, yeah, become angry. Maybe you're gonna become sad. I don't know, and that's what you want to avoid, in these things. And you see, we're just waiting. You wait, you wait, you wait, you wait. And then when you see it happening, and we were unlucky on the first try, but with this model, you have to focus very fast because you saw that spike. And if you're going to enter, you're going to have a bad entry, and then the stop loss is going to be very big. So that's why I'm saying on the second entry, just enter when the price comes on in those areas where you wanted to enter the first time, and then, yeah, hopefully it's going to be a 1 on 1.
Yeah, but the expectations was good. Expectancy was good. We were just expecting like shorts and longs, but that's what the game is all about. You could expect it over here when it started to push a little bit, and then went lower. Meanwhile, we could enter here, aim for one, or aim enter meanwhile it forms.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no perfect.
Sometimes you can eyeball it. You don't have to wait for the spike. But the problem is you don't know how many black candles, in this case orange candles, it's going to make. So these are things that you need to take in consideration. And again, we're only talking about risk management here. We're not talking about any models. We're trying to teach you guys why your risk management is so important. So you're not just going to enter. You're not going to FOMO. You're not going to enter based on your feelings. You have to look at some things, whatever your model is. You wait for them. You wait for the criteria, but then you apply these rules of risk management. Now, maybe you can go long and you can show your because what you're doing, you're always doing um, very small micros, right? Or one micro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I trade like in different way. That's the good.
yeah. But
Uh,
let's focus on the risk management part. So, for example, you entered now, and maybe you can explain to these people then how you approach this.
like my key thing where I trade, I mostly focus on the risk, which I constantly repeat, and it's difficult for me to put that into the words sometimes to some people because some people might don't understand this. But with my experience, I realized when I just start to see the price keep pushing higher, just pushing higher, I'm just trying to catch some kind of scalps meanwhile because like I understand price like on this trade, for example, which just worked. I saw the price like this big spike. I actually wanted to enter over here, but since
Hmm.
we were just talking and discussing those things,
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't enter here because of like we were just talking. But yeah, right now, like shoulda, woulda, coulda, the all those peaks I can talk right now, which doesn't make a sense in this industry
Hmm.
because the reality is I didn't execute here, but I've just executed another spot. But can you hear me, Lil?
Yeah,
Just,
yeah. I can hear you now. Yeah.
just my internet just I got the freezes. So overall, I just came over here into the price, and it might look like I'm chasing the price, yeah, because I'm risking like $50 to gain $100. Even if this trade went for one for free, somewhere around here, yeah, one for two, maybe it will go for one for free. I'm not strictly focused on the points, how much points I'm willing to lose, but it's only about like, yeah, I'm entering risking $50 and let the market do what it do. You said previously, like over here when the price went lower, to explain that what I'm thinking of. Like with my experience, I was like, okay, price keep pushing lower. I was more of like reversal trader, because I expected price to push higher. And as you say, like price needs to have the pullback. Yes, it have, but you never know where it can pull back. It can pull back like here and easily go down there, or also maybe pull back like here and now go lower. You never know where it will reverse. But price moves in this way. Like it moves up and we see this clear line, but between, look at those candles, for example, on the 15 second, on the 5 second, it will look better, but look at the 15 second, like up, down, up, and even this candle on the
Hmm.
5 second candle, it moves like this, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. But look at those lines. You see clearly, like it moved here, and now is the pure example of consolidation started to form. But I don't want to get too deeply into technical things right now. But price doesn't move straight in this line like here. We see this move after all. But meanwhile, even on the 1 second chart, if I will go here on the 1 second chart, the 5 second chart, for example, look at this move. It's the whole move from here to here. And it moved like here, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Consolidation over here, up, again, consolidation over here, up, and big consolidation right now. So don't get lost in those consolidations, those moves, and stick to the plan which you need to build by yourself with good guidance, good guidance of how to read those markets and what you would like to trade. You can use the higher time frame, you can use the 1 minute time frame, you can use the 15-second. A lot of people are saying like the 1 minute time frame is a gambling or whatever. Like I don't agree on that, because I think like on the higher time frame, you just need to wait longer for a trade. The person who am I can trade 1 minute charts
Mm-hmm.
because this is for my personality. That's what I like. You never know when and where the candle will reverse, no matter what the time frame is, even if it's for 4 hour, 1 hour. You never know. Price went down and went going up right now. Where it will go now? How you can know it will go here or there? You can't know. It got 4 hours to reverse or just go up to here or here. Meanwhile, on the second time frames and on the 1 minute time frame, it constantly doing this what I explained you. Like up, down, 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 up, down. And I'm just trying to catch some kind of scalps between that. I don't want the whole moves. I just want this one to one. And it's enough for me.
What I wanted to show people, because I explained my risk management in the trades that I do. So maybe you can, touch upon your method of risk management, and because I want to show these people that there are different kinds of risk management, and you base this risk management on how you trade. So, for example, how I did my trade, the price now all the way here, but I don't care for the price to come here because I'm a one-on-one trader. Yeah, but you are a different kind of trader, and so that's why I said when I told you to go long, maybe you could like explain to them how you approach the risk yourself. Yeah? Because then people will understand, the listener will understand that even risk management is personal.
Yeah, the crucial part of that is when I enter the trade, first of all, I need to um, be comfortable with amount of the money which I'm risking of this trade, even if it won't work out. Yeah. So, for example, let's say I want to go for short here. So I'm risking $100 at the beginning, $50 on the beginning, and now I understand price can easily reverse right now. But overall, I feel comfortable to enter, and I can be wrong with this amount of the money. For me, like I got the risk management because I can only make 1 to 1. But if I will lose one, I will lose two, I will lose three, let's say, because this is my methodology. So if I will lose three in a row, I would need to just stop the trading for the day, because overall my risk management is based on the shots which I have on the in the trading. Because
Mm-hmm.
this one can just lose, but then I will try to shoot for another one and focus on what amount of the money will make me comfortable to enter into another trade
Mm-hmm.
to be able to trade. Because if I won't feel comfortable meanwhile I enter, then I just don't want to take those trades. Right now, I think price pushed up and reversing right now. So I'm just sizing down my stop loss to $50. And if I will risk, let's say, like 1 to 1, because previously it was 1 to 1 from here to here, 50 points, 50 points. So even if I will lose this amount of the money right now, I got more shots, because it could easily go from here when I just enter, because I
Mm-hmm.
saw the spike down. So I thought price might just push a little bit lower right now. But if if it would instantly spike towards my stop loss, then I will list 100. I fully accept 100. But right now, I'm just trying to react to those trades, because maybe price, which I previously explained, price doesn't move in this way, like straight towards the take profit or the stop loss. Meanwhile, it forms, so you can see it on the lower time frame. It moves like here. you need to realize that I can just show, but you need to realize that by yourself, there's no perfect entry. I've just entered because I saw the price push lower. This was the big spike, so I entered over here, and then price started to reverse. But this way, it made this high, and again, all those movements are based on my risk management because I see the strength. So I saw the strength to go push lower, and I believe price will just push lower. When price started to reverse, I just pushed my stop loss towards the 50 points because price doesn't move towards my big profit. So that's how I manage the risk. Meanwhile, I trade. Right now, I'm just pushing the stop loss a little bit lower because I believe price won't go over there. And yeah, I'm sizing down the risk meanwhile.
But
There are more.
would you add contracts as well, or are you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to add the contracts also. Yeah, I'm trying to add the contract, but I don't want to confuse people, because if I will add the contract right here, it might confuse the people. It
Mm,
needs to be more studied. It needs to be first when I'm focused. How I learned to do that was what amount of the money I can risk to go into the trade and be comfortable with.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because if I would keep adding, you need to learn first and focus on risk management. Then you can learn how to add to those positions. My
Yeah.
approach is based on my experience, which I can show, but to don't confuse people, just strictly focus on the risk management at the beginning.
Exactly, exactly. That's what I tried to explain in the first trade that we did. That so Rafal is looking at other things. I'm looking at other things, but it doesn't matter. The thing is, you have to apply risk management. So
I
and
mean, it matters for the people who will just want to learn. Because if
mhm,
you like, look at the normal mentorships, you go to one guy who trades in his own way, in his style. So you have to follow one guy and his rules. Maybe you might don't understand him properly because I believe people want to teach you, not everyone, but people want to teach you, but it might doesn't fit your personality. But combining some more people, meanwhile, it might be better for you.
yeah, exactly, and that's what mentorship is. That's why we're saying like if you guys are interested in this kind of teaching mentorship where we teach people in a group or one-on-one, you can join our Discord. If you want to know more about this, you can ask how we do the mentorship. You can join the Discord. And again, losses are part of the game. But how much are you losing? Are you losing 20? Are you losing thousands? Are you losing? This is where a lot of these people struggle. And in our mentorship, this is what we can teach you. Um,
It
uh,
all comes
yeah,
to one thing. It all comes to one thing: the expectancy. Because you get expectancy coming in because you see all those fancy stuffs on the internet. Yeah, Lamborghini, he's making this money. ICT works because of he got the rational explanation.
yeah, exactly,
Like who knows those people when they talk about like the banks and market makers and whoever? Everyone claims they know them. Meanwhile,
hmm
nobody saw them.
exactly.
It's funny. It's funny. People believe in those stuff because
Yeah,
it sounds fancy for the ear. But if you get deep into the rabbit hole, which I constantly repeat, did you saw them? Have you heard of them? Did someone came out and say, "Yeah, I'm the market maker and I do this and that and I know how the markets move"? No, literally
exactly,
nobody does that. But you
exactly. I,
believe
I I think the expectation from these people is very wrong. And these people, they have to understand that that's one of the reasons why you're not understanding trading.
they don't want you to understand the trading. You know why?
I don't know, maybe
Because
it's their business model, I think, I guess.
yeah, if you would understand the trading, then what for you would enter to mentorship?
Yeah, yeah.
Ask yourself that. Put yourself in the shoes of the people who are making mentorships. I've been in a lot of mentorships, to be honest. Like, yeah, mentorships are good part of the process. But if you're mentored by good people,
Hmm.
by people who want to you to succeed really,
Yeah,
it's easier. But you need to really commit to those person. But you can ask who I need to commit to. It's up to you
Exactly,
what you want me
exactly.
to do.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should wrap this video up. I think if you guys are interested in learning trading this way, you can join the Discord. And yeah, hopefully we see you in the Discord, guys. Have a good day and good trading. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Thanks.